Welcome back. In this course, we're going to learn about audio. Audio is a key element to telling your stories. Either if you do video or just audio, it's important to get good quality. Now, do you remember those old cassette tapes that you have lying around, if you have any more, and how scratchy the audio's got over the years? We're going to teach you how to get good audio that's going to last for generations by using microphones that you can plug into your iPhone for a low cost of around $16 off Amazon. We're also going to teach you how to record USB with a microphone to your PC, your laptop, and those will be more around the $50 to $60 range, depending on what kind of microphone you get, but still great quality. I'm going to show you how to do that in this course, so stay tuned. The first part of audio recording that we're going to talk about is microphones. We're going to talk about first a USB microphone. A USB microphone is just an external microphone that you hook to your computer. They're a little bit bulky, but they're easy to work with and they make really good audio. So you use your USB, you get your microphone. This is called the Yeti, made by Blue. There's also the Snowball, which is a good microphone. And we'll put descriptions and links to different types of microphones you can get off Amazon or eBay or Walmart. And these microphones are a little bit higher in price. They range anywhere from $50 to $60, $70, but they get really good audio. You can actually record vocal music on these. So if you want to have your own in-home studio, these actually make good vocal mics. You have to do a little bit of work for masking to make it sound good, but they work great. But for audio recording, for our purposes, these are perfect. So you just hook it up to the computer via the USB, and then I'll show you how you go through settings to set it up in the different inputs. That way you're getting this and not your internal microphone on your computer, because this is going to give you a lot better sound than your internal mic's going to get. Anyways, I'll show you how to do that. Stay tuned. All right, let's talk about hooking up your PC or your laptop or Mac into the USB and how to get good audio. So I'm going to grab the microphone here, and it comes with a long cable, which is nice. So you can keep it away from the computer if you want to move it closer to the person you're interviewing. And you just plug it in here. So you plug it into the USB port like this. All right, now the bottom of this microphone, right now when it blinks, it means it's on mute. If I push it to be solid, that means it's off mute, and that means I'm getting audio. And one way I like to check is I usually will hook up my headphones, and I can hook up my headphone directly into the back of the port here, so just back here. That's the nice thing about the Yeti. I believe the Snowball does this as well. And let me see, I think I just accidentally clicked it back into mute. Let me check by putting these on. Yep, I just put it back in mute. Now I'm live again, okay. So I just check with the headphones. Now, what I want to do is how I go to set this microphone up is I go into my settings here, and I'm pretty sure it will be similar with a PC. We'll try to show you that later. And you go to settings and you go into sound. Now here is my internal microphone right here. So you can see that the levels are going up, but that's my internal microphone on the computer. Now it says Yeti stereo mic, so it automatically finds it on the computer. Now it's recording off the Yeti. So you just make sure that's clicked, and then you click out of here. And then we go back into our settings here where we're going to record video. Let's go into QuickTime. Now QuickTime Player is open. Now I'm going to go do a new movie recording. All right, so here we go. Now I'm recording off the microphone. You can see right here, see my levels. It doesn't show that they're very loud. So I can actually adjust the gain, which is what the microphone's picking up. Let's see here. So that's going down. Let's turn it up a little bit more. And that looks like it's a pretty good level. Let me put the headphones on and I'll see. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, that's a pretty good level. And the thing about these external mics is they will pick up a lot of background noise, I've noticed. And that's why a lav's a little bit better than these, but it's still very usable, very good audio. And I'll show you that as a record. So I'm gonna hit record here. Remember what we talked about before. Make sure your framing is good. This isn't incredibly good because I'm just showing you as a demo here. but then you would hit record, and then you would tell your story. So let's say if I was saying, my name is Scott Warren, and today I'm going to tell you about my life. As a young kid, I really liked playing with Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles were some of my favorite toys, and I love the movies. And yeah, that's a little bit about some of the things that I played with. So I'm going to hit stop, and remember we can hit file and save, and hit save, and let's call this Turtles, talking about my Ninja Turtles. Now we'll save that. Now I can play it back. Tell your story. So let's say if I was saying, my name is Scott Warren, and today I'm going to tell you about my life. So obviously if you're listening straight off the computer, it's not going to sound very good, especially going into that microphone. But the audio is pretty good. If I hooked up the headphones, I'd see that. Now I'll show you that in the edit that I do. Now let's go back and let's do the internal mic. So let's go back into sound. So then you can hear the difference between. So here's the internal mic that I'm going to go with. All right, check, check, check. Okay, looks like we're getting good audio. Let's put the volume up a little bit. All right, now I'm going to go into another recording. So let's go to QuickTime and go to the file, new video recording. Now we're going to see what the audio sounds like here versus what I just did, and I'll tell the same story. My name is Scott Warren, and as a young kid, I liked playing with Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles were some of my favorite action figures. I really liked playing with them because I liked the movies and I liked the cartoon. So there you go. Easy as that. Let's save this one as, so I can show you it later. Let's save this as internal mic turtles. All right, save. All right, so now that's saved. And I'm gonna show you in post work or in the edit on what it's gonna sound like, the differences, and you're gonna be able to tell, you're like, oh yeah, that doesn't sound nearly as good as the external microphone, USB microphone. Now I'm gonna show you what it's gonna be like on the cell phone, and you're gonna see how much better audio that we're gonna pick up over even this microphone. Now we talked about recording to your cell phone, and this is how you would do it to get good audio. Right here, I've bought a lavalier off Amazon. I think I bought this for $10, $9.99, but I got the 16-foot cable so I could make a long run to my cell phone. That way I have a little bit of distance between the video and the person speaking. And this you just plug through the dongle, because I got one of the newer iPhones. You plug it in, and then you just run your video recorder, and you just record like normal. The nice thing about the iPhone or any other phone is it'll make those auto adjustments for you with the audio, so you don't have to worry about your gain and if it's too loud, if it's gonna peak or not, and that makes it really nice. So I'm gonna show you how you're gonna do that in the next little segment here. I'll show you the difference between the internal mic on the cell phone versus lav, and why you want a lav and how much better audio that you're gonna get. So yeah, I just bought this little guy. It's called the Pop Voice, $9.99 off Amazon, and got here in 2 days, so it's pretty nice. Anyways, let me show you how that works. Now we're gonna talk about recording off the cell phone and the quality that you're gonna get off of this this lavalier microphone that we got for $9.99 off of Amazon, and I will put a link to this. And just the difference of quality that you're gonna get versus a USB microphone and versus internal microphone on the cell phone. So what I'm gonna do is I already hooked it up. I just plugged it in. So I'm gonna go to my phone here, and I'm just gonna go to my movie recordings. So let's face it towards me. All right, so now we're gonna record this video here. Oops, sorry, I'm getting messages here. All right, video here. And like I said, having a video tripod would be a lot better for this, but I'm gonna hook this up. See, I can go up through my shirt with this microphone. And you're probably gonna hear the rustling of the microphone on my camera right now. So let's hook this up here, like so. So now I got two microphones on me. All right, now let's do a video recording. Right. And I want to angle it down a little bit here. Right. My name is Scott Warren, and one of my favorite childhood games that I used to like to play was the game of life. Don't know why I liked playing the game of life, but it was just a fun one that I found to play with my family. I hit stop, and then now that recording should be there, and it should be pretty good audio. I'm gonna play it back here, but you're not gonna be able to tell until you gotta unplug it first from the microphone. But let's see what you would get normally. So, right. So my name is Scott Warren. Let's get it actually a little bit closer here. So obviously your audio is not going to sound good because it's coming out the phone here, but I'll show you what that's like in post. I'll show you what the actual quality is between the internal mic and versus the mic that you're getting. So right now I'm going to quickly do recording. Same thing. But we're going to use the internal mic. So I plug the microphone, and let's just do that. Let's get a better angle here. Okay, here we go. My name is Scott Warren. I'm going to talk about one of my favorite childhood games. I like playing the game of life, and I liked it because I thought maybe that would teach me a little bit about what my life was going to be like. So that was the internal mic, and we'll show you what that sounds like when we get into post a little bit, and you watch that video. Next, I'm going to talk about how you hook up a lavalier. I'll show you how to hook up a lavalier just through the mirror here, because it's easier for me to see if I'm looking through the mirror. So what I normally do is I'll usually grab the lavalier, actually usually just put it up my shirt. If it's a woman, you're probably just going to want to slide it from the other side down the shirt, but for me, I'll just put it up the shirt, and you're going to hear some crumbling from the microphone as I'm touching it, because you're not really supposed to touch these as you run it. So you just put it up here and pull down the string, and then you got the microphone sitting here, and it usually is better if it's pointing towards the mouth, but it can point a little bit of ways, and as you can see, now I got the good audio. So that's one way to do it. You can also tape it to the sternum, which usually you take it off this clip here. It comes with this little clip. And you usually just take this part and usually just go down the shirt a little bit. And you grab tape, and normally the tape would be like taped right here, and it would tape right there, and you just hide it with your shirt, and then you can just talk. So my name is Scott, and it still goes through the clothes, and that's pretty good. It doesn't matter, you're still gonna get really good audio coming straight out of the clothes. So that's another way to do it. Now the other way is through a button-up shirt, and I'll put up a button-up shirt so you can see that. Okay, so when hooking up a lavalier, the other way I like to do is with a collared shirt. To me, this is the easiest way to hook up a lavalier and be able to hide it. So what I'm gonna do is go up my shirt. So you're gonna hear some rumbling from the microphone. It's just because it's going up my shirt. I can't unplug it because then you won't be able to hear me and you won't get good audio. But normally I would unplug it and drop it down the shirt and then plug it back in. But I want you guys to keep getting audio here. Right, so that's ran up the shirt. Now I'm gonna look in the mirror so I can hook this up correctly. Sorry about the audio, the sound. Right. Hold on here. I'm no professional at this by any means. Right. So there you see, I kind of tucked it underneath here, and you'll still get good audio even though it's underneath the shirt. So that's another good way to do it, is put it right under the shirt. You're still going to get really good audio. Now you can also clip it, if you don't want to do it that way and you don't mind it showing, you can actually clip it right to let's actually do the other side because the microphone's facing the other way. You can actually just clip it right here to the collar. and that's acceptable as well. You're going to still get really good audio, even though it shows. And a lot of times when I run interviews, even professionally, sometimes if it's really quick and I don't have time to hide it, and I'm with a multi-millionaire and he just wants to get done with the interview, or even when I shot for the news, we just really quickly hooked it up like this because no one cared if we saw the microphone. And a lot of people for this purpose don't really care. Everyone knows what we're doing. We're having an interview. So the microphone can show, but it is really nice to actually be able to hide the cable at least, because it does look tacky if the cable's wrapped around. But I like to hide it when I can, but if not, it still looks good this way. And you're gonna get good audio, and it's a good way about doing it. I hope you learned a lot in the audio course. Audio is very important to telling a good story. Remember, audio holds up for generations. In the next course, we're gonna learn about lighting. Lighting to be able to tell your stories. And then following that, we're gonna learn about how to conduct an interview, or how to have good conversations to get those great stories out. If you have any questions, please visit the Facebook group. Ask us anything you want about audio or recording or any of the things that we're talking about. Thank you.